These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup at the Swiss stage of Worlds 2024.
But you can see as well, as the back comes through from the bottom lane of Yon, TL still aren't going to find themselves into a fight.
Yeah, I mean, TL has push in mid and they have push in top, so they're feeling pretty good. You could see that the clone from APA, he actually just sent it up over towards Raptors and had the recall there, which extends the clone animation, so he had a little bit of scouting. And now Core going to move in. LNG didn't actually get to trade anything on the other side of the map. We'll see if they can look for an angle here on Yon, though, as they have found him a little bit exposed. Not confident to go for it, though, because I don't actually think that Core was ever spotted for their play mid.
Pull the double whammy onto Scout. Pop Blossom down, interrupts the jump, and Tangle Barbs hits max range. He flashed in a straight line, and that's an easy rush into the wall. TL open up, blood first in mid.
Nicely done from TL, striking slight farm advantage as well as the assist.
They didn't think he'd stick around. Weiwei just stayed up until he could find the play, and Core JJ is going to be the victim. Gala gets his first kill of this best of one, and Umti now looking for a response play, but it's free turret plating for Gala.
He's on the grub, so a good punish on Core as they're going to go re-engage.
Umti doubling down himself, throws a rock, good damage onto Gala. Maybe that changes the grub play here as there's so much damage. All in from Yon. Gala has to flash.
You consider the fact that Jax is in this game, someone who can play through side lanes very well later on. But even if they do just end up getting the 5, they're going to be pretty happy about that, as Hung's looking mid with Zika.
APA may be in a bit of trouble. They picked the wrong target, though. He tries to cut out first, but drawn back into the Magnet Storm as Umti tries to carry. Even though he's brought Zika back into turret range, it's not enough damage. They find the mid laner of TL, but they got 5 grubs in the end anyway. Weiwei just has to get the scraps after the play.
Definitely a mistake from APA, though. They're just going to move over to this dragon. LNG, no, it's a little bit dicey if you do contest here with Gala having no flash, because Core has his flashback, Umti has his flash, so it could be scary. APA even held on to his, obviously, in mid lane, so I do think they're likely to just give this one up. But LNG at least poking around, Hung just making sure that there is space for Gala to push out the wave on bot side, and he is going to be able to at least do that. So TL, take another objective. LNG just get control of the waves, and we continue forward. It's just been kind of a very calm game. They are going to try to see if there's an angle for Hung.
Good damage, and Skarner does do damage. He has to flash away because the Impale probably gets a kill for a round. It's a good attempt, but now...
Oh, they're looking for Zika.
It's a cheeky minion. Now that's a sus guy. How did he get here, says Zika, as he's got his flash available on the wrong side of the rift, but a Pop Blossom down means it's an easy kill. Always plan ahead with your teleport is a good reminder for TL's second kill.
Nicely done by APA. Gets up towards the top side.
A big advantage with the Dragon on top.
And APA is going a pretty aggressive build here. He did go Storm Surge, so we'll see if he's just going Storm Surge Ludens, which is kind of, you know, the popular build right now on this patch. But a lot of Nico players, you know, do go different builds, you know, Proto Belt, you know, things like that. So we'll see where he is going to play.
Turret going as well, by the way.
LNG are able to take that top lane turret, but TL obviously pushing mid and also are able to grab that tower very likely on the bottom side as Yon is down there.
Weiwei sends out the prison, but it's a good kite away. It's only a clone in the end from APA.
Yeah, Yon's going to get solo gold here on the bot lane tower, so it is going to be a trade with obviously first tower going to LNG, but all of the gold getting isolated on Yon is a really good thing for the TL AD carry, who they do have so much faith in at this point. Another flash force there by Umti, but Umti is going to be in some trouble.
He is in no man's land, but he won't get pulled out of the wall, so he drifts his way out. TL are still thinking about the engage as Zenith Blade turns it on its head. Solar Flare onto Gala on the back. Pop Blossom is no one. Gala flashes away and Hung disengages rather, resets up the equalizer, hurting as well, separating TL from one another. And Zika just lets the flamethrower unleash. LNG know they've got them on the run, and TL can't stay and can't stick around any further.
Yeah, I can't find anyone with that ultimate, as Gala was able to flash out. The earlier ultimate from Skarner also forced a flash from Zika, so they do get some summoners, but as a result, LNG dodged those big team fight ultis and are able to win out pretty massively because Scout wasn't even there. So Scout's taking the bot lane tier 1. They're going to crash the Herald into mid. They're likely going to get both of these towers, and that is going to open up a significant advantage for LNG. TL really overcommitting in that top side there, or Umti either. Core in a spot here could be dangerous.
He engaged onto that. He's now used his Solar Flare, but Hung and Zika are the ones in trouble. Umti rams him in, but he doesn't get until the Impale brings it back. Locked in place, Zika is a free target for Yon to get a kill. Lower health bars on the jungler here, but TL find a pick right before the Dragon.
Zika's going to be up in 12 seconds, and he has TP, so they'll have a massive HP advantage if they can make this time.
Impact has everything available, though. Curtain Call is brought into the forefront as TL's top laner thinks of an angle himself, but Core JJ has to absorb the bullet onto the back line. No, it's going over to TL, the Dragon, but
TP.
They're caught in the middle. The TP bringing Zika back in as you labeled before as Opti drives out of there. TL looking for the grand escape, but Impact's now lost his team. He's behind enemy lines, but not for much longer as LNG look for another chase down. Yon is solo. CoreJJ in kill range as well. He'll sacrifice his life, giving another kill over for the Dragon that makes 2. LNG gets some gold back.
Honestly, not that bad, though, because they're going to get the mid lane tier 1 as well. So they do get something back here, but we'll see if Scout can actually find a kill. He TP deep, partner of the Jax. Otherwise, things definitely could look bad for them here because LNG has a lot of damage, a lot of consistent damage here as well as TL. They don't spot that ward, so LNG have full info on this, but they're not reacting.
Scout also just backed, and his teleport's not up and available yet.
They just were not reacting at all. They're just standing there on the bot side.
LNG,
it's gone.
There's a ward that you see the Baron.
That was bizarre.
What in the OME was that? LNG just lost Baron, and TL just snuck it.
Yeah, I mean, this is something TL did a lot in the LCS, but they had a ward that was on it. I want to see that replay because I'm so curious. Like, I assume that ward gave them full vision, but maybe there's somehow the TL was only on the bottom side of the pit, and like, because there are some weird wards on the map where they don't give you the vision where you think they would.
Observer toggled vision and showed us, LNG's viewpoint. I'm so confused.
Well, LNG do give up the Baron. TL lost control of mid lane, so TL are going to say, yeah, go for it. Great, you take the Dragon. We could potentially go for this tier 2 mid. And now Impact's coming from below. They're going to look for the fight. Here comes Nico.
Remember, Yon as well can find the angle. As you said, that's only a clone. Impact has already teleported in, but it's a crushing blow. Impact finds a one-man as the Pop Blossom on 2 on the edge is good, but Hung keeps him at bay. Zika just runs through the rest of them with a good old g'day as he burns them down. CoreJJ's next. You can see Hung on this rel played such a big role, and TL not getting the perfect fight we wanted that we talked about moments ago. His armor guard to run him into the fight with a fully completed second item here. So here we go. TL just going to try and push through mid as LNG look for another angle or another afterthought.
And that being said, you know, at the end of the day, the gold is still very even. You know, TL is still in this game.
I am looking at Scout, as you mentioned. We do have some healing cut to be used against TL in this game. And specifically, not sure as Impale goes golden and Zika just avoids, but a Tangle Barbs as well. Equalizes down. Zika has his own time to spare, but he's not dead yet. He's not dead. Scout teleported in, sends him skyward, but Gala's ulti tags on the back end. APA lucky to be alive as Yon as well. These 2 carries are too low. TL need to scram, but he can't get away. That's Omti stuck in the ground as LNG just take him out for free.
Yeah, that's awful there. It was a great equalizer from Zika to buy some time, and TL just kind of panicked and just tried to run for it there. It looked like they thought someone else is going to finish it off, surely, but no one else was able to stay and finish it off, and now Core could die. This could be Baron, potentially. Is this going to be spawning soon?
It's a permafrost. It's an easy kill. Nice Magnet Storm from Hung. Gala picks it up, and as you said, that Baron is up in 20 seconds, and there's an inner turret with a wave.
True, 10 minutes ago, so really it's all down to the execution, and in these last couple fights, TL just has not had it.
And if they go wrong, again, we talked about Scout, what he can do inside, but for now, he's joined the team. Impale didn't hit. General, what are we doing? How can you lead the troops like that? As LNG converge on his position, and he'll be taken out. 0-7 to that guy for 40 seconds, while Baron's up in a 5 versus 4.
Yeah, TL really failing on some of these execution plays. They're looking very nervous, and now LNG are on the Baron. APA does have an angle here on a potential flank, but so does Hung below. Yon going to spot him now.
CoreJJ is going to get whacked for a few to start it off. A good shattering strike to equalizer laid perfectly to bear. CoreJJ's ticking down. APA finally hits an ulti though, but the Magnet Storm is already back up. Can they get the damage down? You know the answer's no when Scout is hitting around, but Impact buys some time against these carries. He picked up a triple, but Gala and Scout are still standing, and that's all that matters as the ace blows them over.
Here, and the game will continue. Just about that 3,000 gold lead. Finally, APA finding a good engage.
On mid-wave is simply a clone for now. It takes the bait of LNG as Impact walks into the pit at 4K. Weiwei thinks about flipping the game and classic LPL style in front of the pit. He does flip for the Baron. It goes to LNG. The curtain call sits over the wall and now looks for new targets as Yon has to get out of there. He's getting fried. He walks from the last 4 shot. That's good. But Zika now walking in after overheating himself and LNG as a 5-stack. See blood. It's good burst damage here from APA off the side, and Yon helps with that, but it hasn't stopped here. LNG just want that little tick, but for Baron, they still walk out not losing anything, even though they couldn't chase TL down. Pop Blossom, he did his homework, but he has to flush away from Omti while the turret goes down regardless, so an attempt made again.
Yep, so at least they didn't commit flashes from TL. Gonna lose this tower here, but Yon with Core on the side. They gotta start clearing out this wave if they can. LNG could try to push
my lord.
the tempo here. They're going to go.
They're going to continue forward. As you said, the turret's going to turn into mincemeat. It's Core JJ locked on in. He turns it into a Zenith Blade because he can only engage, but Gala takes him downtown. A fourth shot into the ground as Umti tries to get it once again. It is support for now, but TL have lost too much damage on their jungler again. A Jhin ulti, easy as that, as APA almost gets clipped on the side. It's Zika who goes golden, buys time. It ticks over anyway, and that makes a double hit for Gala. LNG in front of the Nexus turret at 34 minutes. Yes, it was back and forth for a while. Yes, TL had some options, but LNG remained valiant. And in their first game of Worlds here in the Swiss stage, the LPL third seed as they run into Impact and burn down the rest will take their first win to lead them 1-0.
Well done by LNG. Scout and Gala standing strong here for the LPL, for LNG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup at the Swiss stage of Worlds 2024. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.